They had an unknown visitor every night, and this visitor took away everything that was kept outside their house. But his identity was finally revealed. How did they catch him? Take a look.
Srinivas is a resident of Vijayanagar in Mysore. He and his family were troubled by what was happening every night at their house. The things that were kept in the corridor of their house were being stolen every night. The family did not file a complaint with the police, but they surely wanted to catch the thief who kept pestering them. They came up with a plan and installed a CCTV outside their house.
ಮನೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದೇ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾಪತ್ತೆ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಇದೇ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿವಸ ಹಿಂದೆ ಒಂದು CCTV ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಹಾಕ್ಸಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕುರ್ಚಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಗಡೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಕುರ್ಚಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸರಿ ನಂಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸರ್ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ನೀನು ಇದನ್ನು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡು, CC ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಗೆ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡು ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಆಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ಇವನು ನಿನ್ನೆ 11ರಿಂದ 11:10 4 ಸಾರಿ ಬಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ.
And who is the thief? The family was shocked to see the CCTV footage, as the thief was very well known to them. And this thief is Nagesh, a driver who previously worked for Srinivas and his family.
ನಮ್ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 10 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಅಂತ ನಾಗೇಶ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ದ. ತುಂಬ ಹೊಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ. ನಮ್ಮನೇಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮದುವೆನೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಓಡಾಡೋದು, ಇನ್ವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಇವನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೊಂಥರ ಬೇಜಾರಾಯಿತು, ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. ಈಗಂತೂ ನಮಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಬೇಜಾರಾಯಿತು, ಇವನು ಈ ಥರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವರು ನಿಗಾ ವಹಿಸಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗದೇ ಇರುವಂಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ.
The family who has filed a complaint is happy that they can breathe easy now, as this night visitor has been caught. Ram for News9, Mysore.
Well, cops opened fire at a rowdy sheeter Venkatesh in Bengaluru late last night. Now, the accused has been identified as Venkatesh, and he had come to collect the car which was used to try and kidnap the daughter-in-law of corporator Govinde Gowda. Now, while he came back to the hotel to collect this particular car in his bike A02HV1254, that's when he was the cops opened fire at the rowdy sheeter Venkatesh. As you can see, the bullet as well still lying on the floor there. A knife as well being found. So a lot of weapons also was carried by this rowdy sheeter, while the police went on to open fire at him. Well, for more on this, I'm joined in by my colleague Arun Sundaram. Well, Arun, could you explain to us how the entire scenario took place?
Deepak, let me just run you through what actually happened on that fateful night, that is on August 13th. This particular corporator, Govinde Gowda's family, including his son Suresh, daughter-in-law Manasa and wife Manjula, had actually gone to a eatery on near Kumara Park, and they were celebrating their grandson's birthday. And when they came out after dinner, there was an Indica car which came, and the inmates of the Indica car tried to actually kidnap this lady Manasa, who's the corporator's daughter-in-law. They did not succeed in their attempt because of the presence of mind of the family and also some of the passers-by, who immediately caught one of the people and handed him over to the police. After that, the police were on hot pursuit of the people who had their hand as far as the botched up kidnapping was concerned. They finally figured out that one rowdy sheeter by name Venkatesh was the prime suspect. Interestingly enough, when the police tried giving a chase, two or three of the occupants in the car actually ran away with the car. That Indica car was actually found abandoned near near Majestic, and the police had the presence of mind to leave it there in the hope that somebody would come to claim. And that is when actually last night things turned interesting, because the police's suspicion came out true, and and this particular rowdy sheeter Venkatesh actually was trying to get the car. At that point of time, Inspector Rangappa was present at the site, and there was an exchange of fire, because remember, this particular rowdy sheeter even tried to assault a constable by name Krishnamurthy, and the chase took place, and quite near the Mount Carmel College, the police decided to fire, and that is how this particular vehicle or bike was left at the scene. One person has been taken into custody. Remember, this particular person, Rowdy Venkatesh, he sustained injuries to his leg. So clearly, one major amount of success as far as the Bengaluru police is concerned. They were high on pursuit of these so-called abductors, and they've managed to nab one of them, although two of them have again give them a slip, Deepak.
Well, Arun, looks like he's carrying a knife as well there, and there was exchange of bullets. Was anybody harmed in this particular incident?
Yeah, we are given to believe that the constable, in fact, sustained injuries. Remember, there was a constable who was also hurt, and besides that, the rowdy sheeter himself, that is Venkatesh, he sustained injuries to his legs. Now, both the constable Krishnamurthy and the rowdy sheeter Venkatesh have been shifted to hospital, and they were treated at the Victoria Hospital. They're reportedly out of danger. But now that one of the major successes, or one of the major plotters, or the brain behind this particular botched-up kidnapping is in police custody, he should start singing, and the police would be in a position to establish whether there is what was the reason why they had targeted this particular lady in question, whether there was a personal enmity, and so on and so forth, Deepak.
Arun, as you mentioned earlier, there were about 3 people earlier who tried the kidnap attempt. Now, using this person and the earlier person who was arrested, can we see more arrests coming through the day?
That is true. That is what should happen, Deepak. Remember, one person was nabbed on the day, on that fateful night itself. Now we've got one more person, that is the rowdy sheeter, who is suspected to be the kingpin behind that botched-up kidnapping. So clearly now the police will get to the bottom of this whole thing, and they would be in a position to probably not only discover whether there is a bigger group at work, or what was the reason as to why actually this particular kidnapping took place, Deepak.
Well, finally, Arun, what about the car which was tried to be recovered? What about the car?
Well, the car at this point of time should be in the custody of the Bangalore police. Remember, the high ground police station is the jurisdictional police station which is investigating the case. So presumably this car should be in the custody of the high ground police, because remember, they had deliberately left it near the Majestic area, because that car was abandoned, and the police's hunch that somebody will come sometime later to claim the car turned out right. That is what happened last night when the rowdy sheeter Venkatesh tried to come there with his associates to get to claim the car, and that is when the firing took place, Deepak.
Right, Arun, thank you for all that information. Well, that was my colleague giving us a detailed information on exactly what transpired from the day of the kidnap to yesterday, when one of the kidnappers returned to reclaim their car, which was abandoned while they tried to manage their failed kidnap, of course. Well, moving on, the renovation committee members of Ganesh temple in Chitradurga are alleged to have misused temple funds to the tunes of several lakhs. Now, once their misdeeds became known, they are alleged to have absconded from the place. Take a look.
This is a historically significant Ganesh temple in Holalkere village of Chitradurga district. The deity Ganesh in the temple here is famously known as Bayalu Ganapa. One can find a mammoth Jade Ganapa idol in the temple. This temple attracts several devotees from Karnataka and Maharashtra, since they believe that their wishes are fulfilled by having his darshan and offering worship. The devotees offer money in terms of offerings and donations. But the renovation committee of the temple has allegedly misused about 1.3 crore rupees from the temple funds. The committee members, comprising of its president, Jambige Jayappa, vice president, H.C. Channabasappa Nayak, secretary H.C. Ramesh, treasurer H.C. Raju, and the directors Nataraj, K.R. Rajappa and K.H. Rudraya are alleged to have taken part in the misappropriation.
ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮೂಲೆ ಮೂಲೆಗಳಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಹೊರ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಿಂದ ಕೋಟ್ಯಾಂತರ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ದೇಣಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 8 ಜನದ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ಆ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿಗಳು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಬಂದಂತ ದೇಣಿಗೆ ಹಣ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಣಿಕೆ ಹಣ ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಹಣಗಳನ್ನು ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 1,28,900,000 ಚಿಲ್ಲರ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಹಣಗಳನ್ನು ಇವರು ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
The villagers allege that these people have transferred the funds to their personal bank accounts. They also say that irregularities have taken place in the construction of the community hall and shrine of the temple. During the period 2006-2012, the collection in the temple hundi was 2,89,20,000 rupees. And in terms of donations for the same period, it was 31,68,286 rupees. However, the audit report for the period from 2007 to 2012 shows credits of only 35,89,910 rupees. The villagers are baffled about the differences and allege that it is the handiwork of the trust committee. Hence, they have requested the Deputy Commissioner of Chitradurga to initiate a probe into the huge misappropriation of funds and hand over the temple to the Muzrai department.
ಮಿಸ್ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ನಂತರ DC ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬರೆದೆ, ಡಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ. DC ಅವರು ಸೇಮ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನ ತಹಸೀಲ್ದಾರಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು, ಇದನ್ನ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮುಜರಾಯಿಗೆ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಅವ್ರು ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ನೆಲ ಸಾಗಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
As soon as a complaint was registered in the police station, the alleged accused absconded from the village. When our correspondent called the alleged over the phone, one of them said that it was a conspiracy against them and that they have done no crime. Well, it is now up to the police to throw light on this issue. Baswaraj Mudnur, News 9, Chitradurga.